Someone doesn't give you a deal, could be the worst news ever. Or it could have been if you went down and did that deal, this could have gone wrong or that could have gone wrong. It's only when we have, let's call it we're very attached to the problem, the issue, the thing that's not in flow, that we think it's a negative. As soon as we zoom out and we look at it from the big picture, which you learn to do as you heal your lower 3 energy chakras, and as you clear up from chakra 4 up through to your crown chakra, you attach in more with your higher mind. So then your higher mind guides you. Your higher mind's like on top of the mountain looking at you in the valley below, and it guides you to turn left or turn right or speed up or slow down. When you're down there on the track, you just think, why wouldn't I go the shortest way? But your higher mind's guiding you to the answer because it knows. So we want to learn to be more and more of this observer. Is there anything more you'd add on that point?
No, I think the perspective of Pete's wisdom there about the mountain and the view from the aerial perspective is a really good one to just feel into. Because sometimes things, down here, you can't see what's going on or what's just ahead of you. But your higher mind knows exactly what's coming in the distance, right? And it could be something amazing, and we're thinking, oh, nothing good's happening for me. But it's like, no, there's like this amazing stuff up ahead. You just got to go down this road another 100 kilometers, and you're fully there. And like just be tuning into the spontaneous surprise of your higher mind that is in full potential just ahead of the way. And often we are programmed to think the opposite. Life sucks, nothing good's happening, my law of attraction shit, manifestation, what's that? I can't do that either. Boom, 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 all low, low, low. It's like, no, just open your mind to that higher mind and just be in every moment knowing that something better is coming. As soon as you plug into that frequency, all of a sudden upstairs goes, oh, she's finally listening. Good, let me get the show on the road now, And that's when things start happening. Magic starts happening. Synchronicities will form. And, you cross the paths of the people that you're meant to for a reason, for growth, for beauty, for the gifts.
Yeah. And, of course, it all ties in with what we started with as well, because some people from their childhood have low expectations. Don't get ever too excited about anything because I'll just end up disappointed. So they aim low all their life, aim low. Don't aim for what I really want. Don't allow myself to be too excited about this or that or the other, because it might just end in disappointment. So people actually dull down their enthusiasm. Now, you wouldn't think that people would, but they've learned why? Coping mechanism. Why? Defense mechanism. Why? Because if I get too disappointed and I really want something and then it doesn't happen, I'll feel terrible. And I've felt like that before. So to solve that, I won't allow myself to get too excited about anything.
Delete
that.
delete.
Delete,
delete.
You read The Secret, you listen to Bashar, etc. They said, if you want to manifest, you got to live your highest excitement in the now moment, living without expectation on any particular outcome, just living in that present moment in your highest vibration. That is how you manifest. But if you've got a false belief, if I get too excited about something, I could get let down, you're undermining it from within yourself. And people don't know, like they don't deliberately do that, but it's an old pattern. So see, once you become aware of it, you think, shit, I do that. Or goodness me, I see how people around me withdraw love if they don't approve, or I myself don't feel confident enough to speak up if I don't want to do something. So some people's coping mechanism is being overly agreeable. They don't have an opinion. They say, I'll just go with the flow. I'll just do whatever. Because maybe once as a kid, they decided to have a different opinion to everyone else. And all of a sudden they got projected on and outcast so strongly, so intense was that emotion, that now they don't speak up. They just go with the flow. So no wonder people don't get what they really want. They don't get what they really want because they're disconnected from themselves because they've got coping mechanisms. So this is what I know it was a different one to what we normally speak about sometimes in these sessions today, but see how powerful it is. See how those coping mechanisms can influence our manifestation, of course, our happiness in our day-to-day life.
And see how much judgment can pollute someone's field and set them up for the rest of their life. When someone calls someone a name because they might look weird or different, look how much that will change their timeline, perhaps for a negative timeline for the rest of their life. So we've got to be very conscious of the words and the looks that we give to people. Always only give love. And, you know, if someone looks a bit funny, they got a big head, like, don't project at them. Just smile. They're unique. We're all a piece of the puzzle, because we realize the pollution, putting that judgment, that arrow across to someone's field, creates a coping mechanism, and they just stay a hermit their whole life. So you can see the dynamics on the planet and how we all got here, because there's a lot of judgment and competition energy on the planet, isn't there?
And just before we go into this meditation, guys, I just had something drop in about just saying thank you to you guys for showing up and doing the work, because like this is a really important time on the planet at the moment. You know, since 2012 and the planet moving from a 3D planet to a 4D planet, our consciousness is being supported by the work that you and I do in these sessions. How we work on ourselves day to day is actually really supporting the consciousness of the collective, because the collective's in 3D, but our planet's moved to 4D after 2012. That's what we moved into. So we are now in a 4D planet, but we are, as a collective, 3D consciousness. Okay, so I know there's exceptions to the rule with enlightened beings and, of course, one another as we work on ourselves, but just talking in general terms. What the implications of that are is, if you focus on the spiritual texts, and I'll speak of Law of One in particular. In the Law of One, it talks about how when the planet has moved to a 4D consciousness, if you're still in 3D when you pass, you go back into a 3D planet. You go back to where you were. You don't come back in at 4D or keep moving on to 5D consciousness and up to, let's call it, the collective consciousness of the planet. So the work that we are doing here, yes, it's very, very good for ourselves, but we are supporting so many other souls on the planet as well through doing this work. And of course, for you guys, and I've said this before, but some of you are newer, the goal in this lifetime is for you to become 51% positively polarized as a being. To do that, you need to open your heart chakra. So to do that, you need to calibrate at a level of 500 on David Hawkins' scale of consciousness. You need to come from the heart. So that's embodying the 4D planet, which is 4D consciousness, is the consciousness of the heart. We are all one. So this is why when I talk about the principles of kindness, compassion, empathy, understanding, just being nice, what that is love manifest, put into practice. I always talk about, yeah, it's one thing to know it all and to have all this spiritual wisdom up in your head, but the next step is to embody it. You've got to shine your light. You've got to give your love. You've got to show your enthusiasm. As I always say, going to the grocery store, putting petrol in your car, speaking to people on the street, whatever your daily interactions are, by being the light, through healing yourself and being in a state of love, and then shining that love and that light out to others, you're building them up, but you are embodying 4D consciousness, and your soul will graduate. You'll clearly be calibrating over a level of 500 on the scale of consciousness, And do you know that above love is joy? Above love on the scale of consciousness is peace. Above love on the scale of consciousness is enthusiasm.
Is it?
Yes.
Enthusiasm.
So when you're, well, doesn't that make sense? Like pure enthusiasm, like it's like Christ consciousness. You know, when you see a little 2 or 3-year-old like so excited about something, they're just about to get an ice block and they're like standing there jumping up and down, or it's like they're just so bloody excited, you know, and you're just seeing it. Like it makes sense now when I put it like that, doesn't it? It's like that love of life, so pure and raw right there between your eyes. Like kids are the best at demonstrating what all of us as adults should embody. Because like those little kids are walking around like the light. Very rare to see a depressed 2 or 3-year-old. Can't believe petrol's back to $2 a litre and they've put interest rates up again. And oh my goodness, did you see Biden fumble in his last speech? Oh my gosh, the world's doomed or whatever. Right? Like 2 or 3-year-olds don't do that. They just get excited about the ice block. They smile at the guy with the big head. Right? They're just like, they don't judge. That beautiful spark is right what we want to draw ourselves back to, realize that this is what we're doing it for. So I'm pulling that in with your soul and the bigger picture and giving you thanks as well for doing the work, but also letting you know you get everything you want in life by helping enough other people get what they want. So as you give it to them, it all comes back to you. And that's that law. We all hear these laws of the universe, but it's sometimes you hear it. So how do I put that into practice? Well, you get back what you give out is one of the big ones.
I always use the boomerang with the kids. I'm like, you better be careful saying those words because they'll come back at you. And it's like a boomerang, you know, because it's, you got to drop into these lower analogies for the kids so they can understand it, like polluting the field. You know, they know what rubbish, when you don't put your rubbish in your bin, it's like that with the judgment, you know, you're polluting their field. Just little analogies like that to help them understand. Yeah. Probably help a few adults to understand maybe too.
All right, so let's do this beautiful guided meditation together. So I'll give you a moment to get yourselves in position. We'll turn down our camera and a quick drink.
Doing some music, some hertz.
Yeah, do that.
So we normally just turn down the camera for anyone new. Get nice and comfy. And Pete's going to guide a beautiful meditation today to help you on your journey. And we'll mute everybody. And then at the end, what we'll do is we'll come back and we can share if we feel like sharing. Turn that down a little bit. And yeah, we'll see you all at the end. Is it too loud?
So just closing your eyes. Direct your attention to your eyelids. Relax those tiny eye muscles. Let them go. And then feel the relaxation moving like a wave slowly downward throughout your body. Relax. Let your body go. Relax. Direct your sense of awareness to your breath, feeling your lungs being filled with air. And then feel the air being released. Become conscious of your heart. Feel your heart beating in a normal, natural manner. Your body, brain, and mind is becoming more and more relaxed. As you relax now, further help you tune in. Place yourself mentally now within your peaceful scene from nature. Imagine yourself in your favorite nature scene. Feel the life forces of nature around you. Inhale and smell the fragrance, the aroma that fills the air. Look at the wonderful sights, the beauty, the detail in nature. Perhaps reach out and touch something within your peaceful scene. As you fully feel yourself now, just tuning within. As you feel yourself now in this state of serenity, this state of peace and oneness, just place your hand on your heart. Feel into your heart. Set your intention to tune into your inner heart flame, the violet flame located at the rear of your heart. As you feel into your heart, make a decision right now to let go of anything which no longer serves you that may be present in your field. Any irritations, any worries, perhaps as energy flows haven't been congruent with you feeling in a state of flow or peace that you wish to remove from your field. Let those go. Let them drift away. As you let go of any of those energy flows present in the field, also do just one scan from head to foot over any areas of your body that perhaps need some extra energy. This may have even manifested itself in the physical, maybe an area of your body which has been causing you some slight discomfort or perhaps pain. You may wish to receive a flow of positive energy into that area. Also, though, perhaps it is more at an energetic level. You may be needing to receive support, perhaps in and around the root chakra, to do with finances, stability, feeling safe. Perhaps it's in and around your sacral chakra, giving and feeling love. Projects, passions, your creations, perhaps you're needing support or energy there. Just as you're feeling yourself in this state, take on the energy into that area should you require it. Perhaps in the area of your solar plexus, you're needing some energy, some motivation, some drive to work on something that's important to you in your life at the moment. Perhaps you've been pushing really hard and you're perhaps a little exhausted, overwhelmed. Use this as an opportunity to just feel that vibration of the energy flowing back in to that area should you require it. Of course, now we're focused with our hand on our heart. Energy in and around the heart. Really Setting our intention to feel into self-love. Perhaps you're feeling it in your throat. The need for you to be more in your truth, to share, to speak what's on your mind. Perhaps you're feeling the energy moving in and around your third eye, your crown. Beautiful high frequency vibrations of purple and violet. Certainly supporting the energy of the full moon, helping to stimulate your inner gifts and abilities. Just allowing yourself to receive now. You just sit peacefully with your hand on your heart. Now that you have cleansed your field of any negativity, vibration, which no longer serves you, and then you've allowed yourself to receive vibrational boost into your energy centers and your physical vessel, feel your state more and more moving into balance and harmony. Feel into the intention and the energy now of you being the observer of your life. As you grow more and more in consciousness, you become more and more aware. Really feel into and remind yourself, say to yourself even, I am not the body and all its actions. I am not the mind and all of its thoughts, its constant thinking. Really feel into this now. I am the awareness behind all that. I am the essence. I am an eternal being. Feel into yourself now as this powerful soul, this beautiful wanderer, back here in a physical vessel at this time, being of service to the collective consciousness of the planet. The more and more you raise your vibration, the more you shine your light, the more you help to support the collective consciousness of this planet. The more you help to support Pachamama, Mother Gaia, as she grows and shifts and changes. Really feel into and know you're not lost, you're not broken, you're just having a human experience. Cast your awareness out now further from yourself to those people that you interact with regularly. Feel in your heart the appreciation, the support, and the love from those that are near and dear to you. Smile and feel compassion and understanding for those that are near you, but perhaps less supportive, less encouraging. Have the awareness and realize they have within them all their patterns, all their defense mechanisms, all their unsuppressed emotions that just play out in their triggers, their reactions, their words. Really just feel into it. Forgive them, they know not what they do. Set the intention for yourself that more and more you're going to live with compassion and understanding, first of yourself, having that self-love. Be kind to yourself. If you make a mistake, forgive yourself. If you make a mistake again, don't judge. Continue to remind yourself. Having the awareness to self-reflect already makes you so strong in your spiritual journey. Treating yourself always kindly, with forgiveness, understanding. Remember, know thyself, love thyself. Then you'll start to see the infinite creator in everything. Start to embody 4D consciousness, which is the level of love. Same energy flow that flows through you and your state of love is flowing through everyone else. The more you can just sit in contemplation, smile, reflect, the more you will start to embody these principles more and more in your life. It's okay if you don't instantly start to feel that state of enlightenment. Like everything worthwhile, it takes time, persistence, practice. Like everything worthwhile in life. If you have that burning desire, if you put in the effort, nothing is lost. The effort is always rewarded. Let a little smile come across your face now as you just set an intention to shine your light the best you can over these next few days, this next week. Be the light. Be the light worker, way shower, the lighthouse person who for no good reason has a smile on their face, who is shining, who is bright. First, you'll be conscious that you need to do it, or that you feel the urge to want to be better. As you set this new pattern up in your brain, eventually it gets wired into your brain and nervous system, and you can actually increase the likelihood that you become an optimistic, happy, pleasant person more and more in your day-to-day life. It becomes something that is automatic, like driving your car, like writing a letter. It can flow out of you. This can be your new pattern of behavior as you learn to embody 4D consciousness, consciousness that we are all one, we are all interconnected. As you start to truly anchor this into your life, you'll notice big shifts in your law of attraction and your ability to be in the flow state, in your mood, in your sleep, ability to understand all of your own emotional patterning and conditioning, then integrating the lessons. your goals for the next week, but certainly you're capable of doing this. You have it within you. Just in your own time, feeling yourself now in your consciousness, moving back into your physical body, just embodying this high sense of vibration into the now moment, feeling yourself very present. And in time, just turning yourself back to your screen. And as a group, we'll say goodbye and we can go about our day. Bringing your vibration up now, feeling your consciousness really back in your physical body. And now we'll return back to our screens.